Welcome to the Coach House. This is the final results. This is the last episode of the series of building a gym. We're all done now, and I just want to show you what we've done. So as you come in, it's a really nice open space, and the first thing you will see is we have this sports wall here, where we just keep all our sports stuff like a boxing bag, a skateboard, basketball, tennis rackets. And in the future, we're going to expand this as we're doing more and more sports and more activities. But this is the place where we can just open the door, grab what we have, and then do our activities. And the first machine you'll see as you come in, other than the treadmill behind you, is the glute hamstring developer. So basically, it's like a Nordic hamstring curl. If you've done this in a gym without the machine, it's basically a body weight hamstring curl, but instead of you locked in and you're moving your leg, it's the opposite. Your leg is moved in and your body weight is the resistance. Obviously, you can make the exercise easier by adjusting the height and the distance, and then you can always add bands and medicine balls. This is a great equipment, and I always wanted to have one, and then you don't really see this in gyms, maybe in CrossFit gyms or some kind of powerlifting gyms, but it's great to build a very strong and athletic hamstring to avoid hamstring injuries, like football players, basketball players, runners have a lot of hamstring injuries. So this is great to keep your hamstring, glute, calves, all these connective tissues nice and athletic, strong, and avoid injuries. In the window, it's our treadmill, which is a non-electric treadmill. This is a mechanical treadmill, which means you don't have to plug in. It only goes as fast as you go. So when you stop, it stops. If you go more on the front, then it's gonna go faster. So it's really good for sprints and conditioning work exercises, like 20 minutes walking on a treadmill for someone who are just sitting in the office all day, or there's a rainy day outside or something. But it's not really the case here. We just wanna improve performance, and if you want to use something for weight loss or just for everyday health activities, you can do a lot here in Madeira. So I didn't want anything to plug in and then just walk 20 minutes on treadmill while you can be outside in the sun. I just want this something to improve top speed performance, so sprinting purposes, and this is great for that. And we're gonna link the videos somewhere here, but this is a bouncy floor, which is great for MMA or gymnastic movement, where you have to absorb the shock a little bit. And if you take this off, you can use this big platform for any kind of gymnastic or wrestling activities. And obviously the boxing bag is here, great for, this is a 185 centimeter boxing bag. So you can do low kicks, high kicks, and obviously punches. We have some extra mats laying around here. If you want to use it somewhere else, you can just pick it up, take it to the part of the gym, and use it there. For example, the rings, I'll show you in a second. A very nice cable machine here. It's a little different than what you see in commercial gyms. So we didn't want to buy like 5-6 machines, like a bench, like a chest fly or a chest machine, lat pull down, a rowing machine. So this contributes all for that, and then some more. The cable machine, I think it's necessary if you're building your own gym. And the good part is this: there's a Smith machine in one, so it's 2 in 1. So one side is a cable, and the other side is just being a dead weight. It's actually a Smith machine with a 20 kilo bar, so it's not counter forced or counterbalanced. So this bar is as 20 kilo as a normal bar. So the basic start is 20 kilo, which is pretty good. It's heavy, but you don't have to use much extra weight. So it's great for if you don't want to worry about stability, for your squats or single leg movements, bench press. And again, it's very smooth. It moves very nice. It goes really low, so you can do hip thrust and Romanian deadlift as well. Next to it, right here, our darling, the leg killer. This is a belt squat machine, which is kind of like a hybrid from between a squat, a hack squat, and a leg press. So basically it's a leg press, but on your feet. Again, this is something you not really see in commercial gyms, or at least not in the UK. The way it works is you use this belt to put, it's like any kind of dip belt. You put this around your hip. You stand up here, unlock the safety, and then you can squat down, and the only weight is resisting is below your hip. So it's really great for someone who has lower back problems or even upper back. So if you don't want to put weight on your back, this is a great equipment to train your legs without exhausting your back. So if you cannot squat, or if you have shoulder problem, or you just don't want to pressure your lower back, then this is a great equipment. And obviously you can do a lot more. You can do lunges, you can do bent over row, Romanian deadlift, so you can do dips here. You can do this for a lot of stuff, but this is again something we really wanted if you just want to train pure legs. I never liked leg press because somehow it's always just hurts your lower back if you really overload it. So this is something which is never going to hurt your back, but you can train your legs as hard as you want. And in the corner, our reverse hyper, something unique as well. Great for lower back problems. This machine being developed for people with lower problems. The way it works is kind of like a hyperextension, like you see in normal gyms, but it's a little bit the opposite, because if you're in a hyperextension, you sit in the machine and your legs is locked and you train your upper body. Here is the opposite. Your upper body is locked and you move your leg. So it's great to release the tension from the lower back, especially if you have like a nerve stuck in, or like sciatica, something like that. So you feel your lower back or your hip is very tight, which is great. It's kind of like a hang with the leg raise, but in the opposite direction. So it's, while you're doing loosely, it works as a pendulum. So it helps you release your lower back. If you do it nice and strict, then you can train your glutes and hamstring in the same time. Always one in one, now we have it. If you turn around, here we just have an open space. We want this for if you want to do lunges or anything you need space for walking, then this is gonna be for weighted carries and things like that. As we done the flooring was a little bit tricky. When we done the flooring, the middle of the gym, it's done in like 2-3 hours, but actually the edges took me like 2-3 days to put down. So it was much trickier than we thought, but now it's done. Usually you see half racks in gyms. This is a full rack, so you have like an extra pillar, which just make it more stable. You can put as much weight as you want on this. It's never gonna flip over. And then also we purchased some extra attachment to this. For example, this is a jammer arm. What you can do is, like we did some workout yesterday, you sit in, it's turning into a chest machine. You can also, if you do reverse bend, you can do leg pull down, you can row it, you can do athletic movement like punches. So jammer arm is great if you only have one equipment in the gym, in your home gym, which is supposed to be a squat rack. Then you can always add these attachments and then turn into a more multi-purpose machine. We also have some monolifts. So this is great for if you don't want to walk out with your squat. You can just stand up with the squat. The jammers, the monolift goes back in place, and you can start to squat. You don't have to walk back and walk out. Same with the bench press. You don't have to take the bench press from behind you and then the front. So you can just start lifting weights. We have pull-up bars. We have landmine set up at the bottom as well. So this is like 5, 6, 7 machine in one now, which is great. Our bumper plate goes up to, I think we have 350 kilos so far in the gym. Should be enough for most people, but as time goes on, we can add more and more weight. But these bumper plates are great. You can put it anywhere in the gym. They bounce back, they absorb the shock, and never gonna damage the floor or yourself, hopefully. I think that was the first thing we purchased here on the island when we didn't have a gym or any equipment. If you can get some rings, and you can take this and attach to anywhere, you can have a great workout. You can do your pull-ups, your push-ups, and the unstable surface or unstable structure of this equipment is going to build a really strong and stable shoulder girdle or shoulder joint. So we always kept this, and this is great to build gymnast strength. Obviously extra pull-up bar. And then we arrived on the last platform or equipment in the gym, which is the deadlift platform. This is a big platform. It's a 3x2, I think. We have extra foam under the platform, so this is gonna again absorb the shock a little bit. And then you have the mat on top. We have 2 different bars for deadlift. We have Olympic dumbbells, which is same as a long bar, so you can put the same weight plates on, and acts as a dumbbell. We have a trap bar as well, and some medicine balls in the back. And that's about it. There's my office behind the door. I edit the videos, talk with clients, toilet, and then we have our restroom here, which is the locker room. So here's a great place to chill out after workout. You can play some video games, have a drink, make your protein shake, and then just sit down and relax and enjoy the post-workout endorphin. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this tour. You're gonna see a lot of videos here from now on, and hope I'll see you here one day, maybe in person. Peace out.